Aye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye NewsLink, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I think? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
Yeah, watch Popeyes, mama. Where I watch?
Popeye.
Greetings viewers and subscribers. So when we start with this journey, we are going to be driving in the parish of St. Mary. And in case you did not know, the prophet and one of my favorite DJs, Capleton, is from the parish of St. Mary. People of Hanover and surrounding areas, mark this date on your calendar. It will be on the Heroes Weekend. Watch this.
Slew them up their feelings, them a carry. Say bad mind I go kill them. Oh man, no lotion, me no lotion, man. Them no like me, and me no like them. Number one up and they don't go chart. And no other girls will let them be a top on the chart. Lucy girl dip on the chart, for Charlotte girls on the chart. Yeah, you know it's the ultimate 2019 party, that one you have a mad King of Fire representing that one of them untold heroes. Big bad liquor Richie in the building, place to be. You don't know. Fort Charlotte to be October 19, 2024. Big sound of the building. The Say Choice movements keep the fire burning. The King of Fire represented, performing live and living Fort Charlotte. Lucy and Nova go turn up more fire.
So that show is fully endorsed by Popeye News Links. Don't miss it. In the news today, this one took place early Monday morning, August 12, almost 6 o'clock. It took place at Bellaire Heights in the Runaway Bay area of St. Ann. We are learning that a businesswoman in her mid-50s, she normally got up early in the mornings and feed her dog. Early Monday morning, she got up to do just that, but apparently, hoodlums did a prayer. She opened the garage and she was feeding her dog when she was approached by two hoodlums who were apparently waiting on her. One of the hoodlums, he was armed with a gun. We are told that the hoodlums, they held up the lady. She was even hit in her face and her head. The hoodlums, they then proceeded to rob her of cash amounting to over 1 million Jamaican dollars, 1 gold chain and 2 cellular phones. When the hoodlums were leaving, the one with the gun, he fired 2 shots into the back left tire of her Toyota Fielder motor car. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape on foot in the area. Just like that. In this next report, now, we are getting conflicting reports. In yesterday's video, I told you about a traffic accident involving that guy on your screen. His name is Conroy Colahar, but he was popularly known as Trey. The photo to your right is a more recent photograph of Trey. He was 17 years old and he lived at Cousins Cove in the parish of Hanover. The accident took place along the Green Island main road in the parish of Hanover. Now, I was contacted by family members of the other bike rider this morning. He's known as Mickey, and I spoke with one of his sisters. Listen to this conversation. Listen to this. Morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, man, morning. What going on? How you doing?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Me get the information wrong.
Yeah, man, I get it twisted. All the way I talk about the guy who dead.
Yes.
All the way I talk about my brother is the guy who dead. You see the guy who dead? Him, they come from behind the bus and overtake the cause the accident.
Okay. How your brother know him there?
Him there in the hospital still my girlfriend.
Yeah? Let me know how.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, me sorry about that then, man. Me never. So how him do? How him doing?
a come on, man. Him go original, go set him finger and ban up and then come back down to Lucy. But him girlfriend still original.
What kind of injury she have?
I for chop out and them something.
Shucks.
She can't walk.
So the guy who died, him did I do the overtaking and are your brother?
Right.
Oh, you see me.
The bike that you post.
Are your brother? You see me. Me there when there's something that me, me depend and me glad. So you clarify it because it's not like me want run out and say your brother. You understand me? I say come in one of the people.
No, you get the information, so you have to use it.
Yeah. I kind of try verify it and that me did I get, but me glad say yeah correct it and me know exactly. So you say your brother
the girl was on my brother bike. That's my brother girlfriend.
Oh.
So the bike that you post, that's my brother bike. That's the bike that was on the scene. But the nigga that died bike wasn't on the scene. They move it away.
Oh, then take away. Yeah, so I feel okay. So him did that come in the opposite direction when me I say you're okay.
Yes.
And him overtake the okay. Yes. The coaster bus.
And they take a team bike from off the scene.
Oh.
Before the police then come.
Okay. Oh, how old your brother is?
22 years old.
Where him live?
Green Island.
Okay. And you say him a come on?
Yeah, man, because we talk to him.
And him girlfriend a come on as well?
Yeah, we talk to them yesterday.
Alright, no problem. I'll go clarify that here. My apologies for that here. No problem.
Yeah, man.
Alright, respect.
So, you heard that? Well, there are persons who are saying that Mickey, the guy who is in hospital, they are saying that he was the one who was doing the overtaking. But if that bit of information is wrong, my humblest apologies. But if it was indeed Mickey doing the overtaking, I am hoping that he pulls through and that he be charged for manslaughter. Got it? In this next report, on Sunday, March 17, I carried a story. It was about an incident that took place the previous night. Saturday, March 16, almost 9:30. It took place at 135 Darling Street in Savannah Lamar in the parish of Westmoreland. The police, they had reported that they were on patrol when they saw two guys sitting in a 2016 silver Toyota Axio motor car that was parked along the roadway. The police, they had said that the guys looked in their direction and started to act in a suspicious manner. The police, they claimed that the guys, they pulled guns and opened gunfire at them. The police said they returned the fire and both guys jumped out of the car and made good their escape on foot in the area. The Toyota Axio, it was seized by the police and it was revealed that it was a rented car. The police, they had identified one of the guys who allegedly fired at them as Omar Thompson, popularly known as Biggs. Biggs was 30 years old and he lived at Frome in the parish of Westmoreland. We are told that the police, they carried out raids trying to find Biggs, but him take away himself and he went to live at Exchange Drive in the Black River area of St. Elizabeth. Well, our information is that early last week, Wednesday morning, August 7, about a few minutes after 2 o'clock, Biggs, he was walking along the roadway when he was hit by an articulated vehicle trailer. He was taken to the Black River Hospital where he was pronounced DEAD. Ah boy. Now, in this next report, 3 guys are in police custody facing firearm-related charges. This is due to a police operation carried out early yesterday morning. Tuesday, August 13, about some minutes to 6 o'clock. This took place at Dumfries in the parish of St. James. Our information is that a joint police-military team, acting on intelligence, they carried out a raid at a house in the area. During the search, bingo, one Smith & Wesson Springfield pistol with the serial number intact, affixed with a magazine containing 6 9mm rounds were found inside a 2-burner tabletop stove. The 3 guys in their mid-20s, known as Chubby, Papa and Kenroy, they were taken into police custody pending further investigations. Intelligencers, big up on yourself. And St. James Police, job well done. And still in St. James, a 51-year-old security guard who is also a licensed firearm holder has found himself in some serious trouble with the law. His name is Dawkins and he's living in the parish of St. James. Now, this is what we are learning. Early Friday morning, August 9, about 12:30 or a little bit after 12 midnight, there was a motor vehicle accident along the Queen's Drive in Montego Bay. This accident involved a grey 2012 Toyota which was being operated as a taxi. The driver, he lost control of it and crashed along the roadway. So after the accident, a number of persons converged on the scene. Dawkins, he was working as a security guard near to where the accident took place, and it is said that he pulled out his phone and he started to video the scene. It is said that some persons on the scene, they objected to filming what was happening. As a result, it is said that some friends of the guy who was driving the Voxy, they attacked the security guard, and inflicted several blows to him, causing several bruises and swellings all over his body. Now, this is the allegation that will be presented in court, because I am almost sure that the security guard, he has a different story. The allegation is that after the guys finished beating up the security guard, one of the guys took away his phone. It is further alleged that he told him to give him back the phone, but he refused. It is further alleged that the security guard, he pulled his license gun and opened gunfire, hitting one of the guys to the back of his left thigh. A team of police officers, they were passing and they intervened and seized Corey's gun. The guy who was shot, he was taken to hospital where he was treated. Dawkins, the security guard, he was placed into police custody and he has now been officially charged for wounding with intent, 2, using a firearm to commit a felony, and 3, possession of firearm with intent to injure. So, security guard Dawkins, he'll be going to the courts shortly. Boy, may I tell you. Now, in this next report, I carried a story in late June. It was about an incident that took place late Friday night, June 21, about 11 o'clock. It took place at a bar at Pearson in the Ocharios area of St. Ann. In that report, I told you that a hoodlum named Rushain, but he's popularly known as Coco. Coco, he was out on bail for opening gunfire at a businessman at Pimento Walk in the Ocharios area last year on Saturday night, June 17. Coco, he was pointed out to the police as the hoodlum who had fired at the businessman and he was charged. Now, 3 months later, the businessman, he was shot dead. Coco, he was still in jail at the time. Coco was eventually granted bail May this year and he was back on the street. Friday night, June 21, about 11 o'clock. Coco, he was at a bar where a party was being held at Pearson when a man named Kevin Clarke, also known as Shankai. Shankai was 42 years old and he lived in the Pearson area. Shankai, he went to the bar, but Coco, he decided that him no want Shankai with him there. It is said that Coco, he went up to Shankai and told him to leave and pushed him. Shankai, he then used a drinks bottle that he had in his hand and hit Coco in his head and ran off. Coco and other persons at the party, to include his girlfriend, chased and caught up with Shankai and dealt with him grimy. Shankai, he was beaten, stabbed, and his head was bashed in with a big stone. Shankai, he was rushed to the Sentence Bay Hospital, where he was admitted in a serious condition. He was later transferred to the Kingston Public Hospital, where he died on Sunday, June 23. Well, the police, they are now arrested and charged Coco and his girlfriend for killing Shankai. Like I said, Coco's correct name is Rushain Allen. He is 31 years old and he's living at Buckfield in Ocho Rios. His girlfriend's name is Toriann Pearson, but she's popularly known as Torie. She is 26 years old and she's living at Pimento Walk in Ocho Rios. They have both been charged for murder and they'll be going to the courts shortly. In this next update, on Friday afternoon, May 10, that guy on your screen, his name is Malaki James. He was at his apartment with his girlfriend at Darby Close in the Great Pond area of Ocho Rios in the parish of St. Ann when a hoodlum entered the apartment, pulled a gun and opened gunfire, killing Malaki. His girlfriend, who was in the apartment, she was not hurt. The police, they have now made a breakthrough in this case also. They have arrested and charged Adam Jackson. He is a 30-year-old electrician of Great Pond in Ocho Rios. He has been charged for murder and he'll be going to the courts shortly. The mayhem. Now, in this next update, on Friday, September 15 last year, I carried a story. It was about an incident that took place the previous night, Thursday, September 14, about some minutes to 9 o'clock. It took place at Dunbar's River in the Savannah Lamar area of Westmoreland. That guy on your screen, his name is Glenroy McNaughton. He was 37 years old and he is from George's Plain in the parish of Westmoreland, but he was living at Darliston and this was due to a matter he had pending in the courts. Glenroy, he was a very good chef, and on that fateful night, Glenroy, he was hired to season up some meat for an event that should be held at the same venue the next day. What Glenroy did not know was that the guy who hired him was wanted by hoodlums. Hoodlums went there that night looking for the guy, but they shot and killed Glenroy, who had nothing to do with what was happening. Two hoodlums rode up on a bike and opened gunfire. Well, the police, they have now made a breakthrough in that case also. On Saturday, August 10, the police, they carried out an operation at Back Hatfield in the parish of Westmoreland, and a suspect in this murder was held. His name is Odane Samuels, but he's popularly known as Alwayne. Alwayne is 29 years old and he's living at Darling Street in Savannah Lamar. Alwayne, he has been charged for the murder of Glenroy and he'll be going to the courts shortly. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button. As also, hit on the notification bell. Then click all, so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be one of the first to be notified. In the final story for today, I brought you a few stories about that man before. His name is Andre Reid, but he was popularly known as Duss. Duss was 45 years old and he was a radiator mechanic and a car wash operator. He lived at Backhatfield in the Smithfield area of Westmoreland. On Friday afternoon, September 1, last year, about 2 o'clock, Duss, he was standing in his yard at Backatfield when he saw a blue motor vehicle drove up to his gate and stopped. One hoodlum jumped out of the car with a gun in his hand and opened gunfire at Duss. Duss, he ran to the back of the house and the hoodlum chased him and fired more shots at him. Duss, he managed to escape without being hurt, and the hoodlum, he made good his escape in the car. The guy who allegedly fired at Duss, he was picked up and charged by the police. His name is Kavern Patrick. He is 27 years old and he's living at Bath District in the parish of Westmoreland. Kavern, he was placed before the Western Regional Gun Court and he was eventually granted bail by the court. We are told that Duss, he was being pressured to stop attending court, but each time the case called up, Duss would be present. On Tuesday afternoon, May 7, earlier this year, about 2 o'clock, Duss, he was at his car wash, washing a vehicle when a silver Toyota Axio motor car drove up and stopped. Hoodlums jumped out of the car with guns in hands and opened gunfire at Duss, who fell to the ground. The hoodlums, they then jumped back into the Axio, making good their escape. Duss, he received gunshot wounds to his head and his abdomen. He was rushed to the Savannah Hospital where he was pronounced DEAD. On May 16, a little bit over a week after Duss was killed, the police, they arrested and charged 2 hoodlums for the murder of Duss. Both these hoodlums, they were charged for murder before and they were out on bail or otherwise. One of them is Tian Campbell, but he's popularly known as Flea. He is 34 years old and he's living at Frome in the parish of Westmoreland. The other one is Miranda Watkins, but he's popularly known as Budbrain. Budbrain is 25 years old and he's living at Hudson Street in Savannah Lamar. Now, remember I told you that Kavern Patrick, he was out on bail for shooting at Duss. Yesterday, Tuesday, August 13, Kavern, he went to the gun court in Montego Bay to answer charges in that case and he was taken into police custody. He has since been charged for the alleged role he played in the killing of 45-year-old Reid, also known as Duss, and he'll be joining Flea and Budbrain in facing the courts. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Papa NewsLink and KlLLNG TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Good boy them block out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when we turn. Country and town. Jamaica. Criminals, them a mash up Jamaica.